titties.
Welcome to the fucking Full Send Titties. This is the Full Send Rejects, and I hope I remember to put our intro to this episode when I edit. This is the podcast where you never know what's going to happen next because obviously neither do we. And this is a Swirly Productions podcast. Either or. We own both. Fuck it. We're sending it. So we're a little swirly ourselves right now.
Wee bit.
But we're your host, Kodak.
And I'm the other Kodak.
And what's my count today? 7 drinks?
You've had a few.
Well, during March Madness, I had 2 rum and cokes and a beer. Oh my god, I forgot about the beer. 3 rum and cokes and a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Shot tequila at dinner with 2 Long Islands, and then shot of tequila when we came home.
Yep, you're up there. Oh no, and you had an Irish coffee.
Oh, Irish coffee. Well, you got to keep it. Got to wake yourself up. Name of health.
There was Bailey's and Jameson in it.
Oh, there's both.
Yes.
Oh fuck, that's awesome. That explains a lot. All right.
An upper with a downer.
Well, hey, you had a Long Island.
Yeah.
Fucking alcoholic. Ooh, we have wine next to the bed and Jack. Okay, it's gonna be a good episode.
Jesus Christ.
But we have a lot to go over today.
Yes, it's been a while since we.
I think last week we had an episode come out, but somehow since because it was St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day was on Monday, right?
Yeah, last Monday.
So that's when our last episode was published, but we recorded earlier in that weekend. Actually, no, it was
before.
It was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, you're right, because it was the night before. I guess this will start. Yeah, Dropkick Murphys, where I went to go see a band I've always wanted to fucking see.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you so much. It was a great fucking time. I still remember hitting that guy. So for our listeners, I'm gonna let you decide if I'm an asshole or not. So if you ever go to a concert like Dropkick or another rock band or anything like that,
anything with a mosh pit.
I don't know if this happens at rap concerts or not. I'm going to assume not. But there's mosh pit and there's rules in the mosh pit, and just whatever happens. At beginning of the concert, I think it was the Met Singers were the opening act, well, the second opener, and I was still along the wall and I was pushing people as they were, coming around. And someone was like, "You're pushing too hard." And I was instantly pissed. Or whatever. But I don't know if I was more offended the fact that he said that, or that he said that and took off. But I locked eyes with him. And then later during the mosh, when I was in there, when Dropkick was playing, I saw him, and I didn't wind up, but I did land one on him. Because it just sat in my mind, and I was very happy about it. But what's very interesting, what I love about mosh pits is that there's this civilized brutality about it, because it's whatever elbows, fists, all this stuff. But if someone falls, you have a giant circle around them till they get up.
With mosh pits, there's a sense of adventure, violence, and fun. But when someone's hurt, to surround them until they get up in the event they need help. Mosh pitting is knowing the risk and the reward.
Yeah. When I was all on the wall, someone headbutted me in the face, split my lip.
Yeah.
They looked at me because I wasn't in the mosh pit yet. And they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Fucking let's go."
Yeah. I mean, there's risk and reward. If you get yourself into a mosh pit, there's going to be a good chance that you're going to leave with a black eye, a busted lip, or some kind of rib cage injury.
Well, let's see. I left with busted lip. I took an elbow or 2 to the head. And I feel like something else happened, but it was such a good fucking time.
You're living on the adrenaline. You don't feel the pain till the next day.
Oh, I felt the next day. The only thing I felt that night was the beer from the pregame swirling in my stomach. Because I would do a few laps around the mosh pit ooh, stomach, okay. We got to sit out for a couple minutes. And it was funny because
that's your pre-30s.
Yeah. Julie didn't I went in there super early, but Julie saw when I was time to come out, and she would pull me out knowing.
Yeah.
Here, I got you.
She was a good mosh buddy.
And then she joined at one point, and it was just fucking chaos.
That's fucking awesome.
But I love live shows more than anything.
Any kind of concert, um,
Oh, I see us going to see Avril Lavigne.
I definitely want to. 'Cause that and Simple Plan. You got to think that's my jam. Like that was my era of growing up to where I'm sure Simple Plan was big when you were growing up as
I
well.
was more of Avril Lavigne. Simple Plan,
But I'm
I
more
heard the hit songs, but I didn't sit there. Avril Lavigne, I sat there and listened to the albums.
you wanted to get that.
Not so I mean, yeah, she has the whole punk rock vibe, which was, hello.
Yeah.
But if you take that away, not so much, really.
You got to think when I was growing up, Avril Lavigne and Ashley Simpson were in the same genre of girl punk.
Yeah.
And then there was Pink, who was more girl pump
Well, I fucking love
pop.
Pink.
She was more poppy. Like she came on with a more gangster vibe, more edgy. She could have fit in the pop punk range, but then she went pure pop.
Well, that was like its own distinct thing. Like you had like Fergie come out, and then you had Kesha come out.
But they
There
were
was like this party punk, that just
yeah,
where they just owned everything about them.
where it more of the unless you're a part of a band but you were a solo artist, you had your Avril Lavigne's, your Ashley Simpsons, but everything else was like
It's kind of like they took the vibe where you had from like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and put like some rock in there.
put like some emotional emo emotions in.
And like put like if they weren't like led by the fucking industry, they probably would have made this music.
Yeah.
This popular music, but like a lot of people just vibed with it because it spoke to them.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta think a lot of the girl rockers back in the day,
Destiny's Child.
no, they were
I mean, like beforehand, yeah,
but
but like they took the
Avril Lavigne genre was more like the Evanescence or the Fly
Paramore
and the Paramore, because you had the girl lead front bands that kind of was trying to keep up and survive, but Avril Lavigne was a solo act.
Oh yeah,
she didn't have a band. Like Gwen Stefani set the stage, I think, for
ooh, I forgot about Gwen Stefani.
For like that punk grunge.
Yeah, she was in the transition from Britney and Christina to Avril and all the other ones you just mentioned, Paramore and the other ones. She was that transitioned.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Honestly, I would love to see her perform. And again, like, Simple Plan was along that emo era that kind of created that genre. I mean, emo kind of developed in the early 2000s. It kind of like took a sidestep to grunge, like your Nirvanas and your Sublime.
Well, it was just like because grunge ended late 90s, and the emo took off like what, mid 2000s?
No, early to that, like 2001, 2002. I would say is when it kind of like. I mean, it's always been there, but it was more underground to where it did.
Well, punk rock has been around since fucking like the 60s and 70s. It just always took a different like sublet.
There was different chapters. Like you had your arena rock, you had your hair rock.
Well, that wasn't like punk rock. No. I'm thinking like the Ramones.
Yeah.
Back then.
Your White Stripes and everything else. But I'm saying there's always been different types of.
Yeah.
What rock in way back was always like, okay, you got a guitar and a drum set, you're a rock band. There's so many different levels of rock now.
Oh, there is. I love it.
Like now they have different rocks that is now. It's like
synth, alternative, 3 other adjectives.
Alternative is not even. I don't even think alternative is even a thing anymore. It's more like indie. Like
there's like a weird thing where I don't know I legitimately do not know the line between indie rock and alternative rock.
Like alternative rock, I think of like Three Doors Down, Third Eye Blind. I think of all these other like these bands that just weren't hardcore enough to, and your Nickelbacks and stuff like you.
My Sacrifice, Creed.
But you think of all these bands that are not hardcore enough to be a rock band, but they're not emotionally disabled enough to be.
But they still had
emo.
jams.
But they still had jams.
Like, you put on Rockstar, any fucking white person hears Rockstar, that's it. There you go. That's all you need. Come on.
Nickelback is, and I'm gonna get some shit for this.
You might get shit from me for this right now, so choose your words carefully.
Nickelback is the son of a abusive stepfather of Metallica.
Well,
Fight me. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, no, I wouldn't say Metallica.
You
no.
grew up listening to Metallica, and if you had an abusive stepdad, Nickelback was the music
No.
of.
If you take Nickelback's last album where they went harder, like where it actually fucking slaps hard, because they made like a harder rock album a few years ago. I can see that argument, but playing like Rockstar and other songs they had, because they're the ones that made Photograph, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the abusive child of Metallica.
I'm saying like take that gritty sound of Metallica and turn it into a pop melody, and you got Nickelback.
See, I feel like
it's a Temu version of Metallica.
I feel like Disturbed is the Temu version of Metallica.
No, absolutely not.
Or Trapped.
No.
I think one of those would better fit that.
Is that your rum and coke from before?
Oh my god, it is! Rum and Coke, I'm coming to save you! Oh my god, Rum and Coke, come here, baby! Woo!
Anyways, she is playing in Hershey. Avril Lavigne is playing in Hershey, and it's
Rum and Coke.
It would definitely be a fantastic little weekend.
Make that time so much fun.
I can't believe you have that. I looked up and I saw it. I'm like,
well, this is what I was trying to put in my telescope before, and I forgot about it.
But yeah,
we definitely have to
way
go
off
see.
Track.
Oh yeah, we did. I was alright. I was a good rant, but yeah, I definitely see us going. I mean, the cheap tickets are like $40-$50. Pit tickets are about $100.
See, that would.
And we're adults now.
We are adults.
We have funds.
We have funds. The problem is I don't have a bladder anymore.
You survived the used.
Yes.
After pregnancy.
And it was hard because I went to the bathroom like 3 times, and then I had to fight my way back to where I was. And I had to throw punches, elbows, fight off a couple of meth heads.
I mean, that one time you elbowed that little small girl who kept trying to come through
was probably definitely high on something.
Was probably the top 5 like I was turned on moments.
She kept, dude, that was Burt McCracken. I was literally tasting his sweat, and she was like trying to jump over me like some kind of fucking banshee. Her eyes were all wild. Like, first of all, no.
Well,
I waited my whole entire fucking youth to see this band.
That's how I feel about when I go see Creed this year.
Yeah.
I'll probably take Cole this time.
Cole?
Yeah. Because he wants to go see concerts. He's super excited. We talked about it. He wants to go.
Boy with Ook is going to be in both, I think it's going to be in Philadelphia and in New Jersey. New Jersey's actually closer, but he wants to see this guy so freaking bad. It's his favorite.
See, well, there you go. You can take him to see Boy with Ook. I'll take him to see Creed. Be such a bad time.
You're going to see me. I'm going to be at this freaking concert with a bunch of little fucking teeny boppers, fucking hardcore, going all out.
It could be worse. Imagine it was Boy
to some Asian guy in a mask.
It could be worse. Imagine it was Boy with Ook with MGK.
Oh god,
it'd be such a bad time. And I mean like pre-punk MGK.
See, that made me feel like I needed to apply for Social Security benefits. That's how old I just felt right now. I had to go apply for an AARP card because don't get me wrong, because I love seeing Cole in this element. Especially with these artists that, remember when we were younger and you're like, oh, this guy's so cool, or this band's so cool. And then your parents were like, this isn't music.
Well, here's what I had. Okay, so I had, like every kid in the early 2000s, well, at least up here, you had your father, stepfather's CD collection. That's what you had.
Yeah.
So you had the 8s. From Led Zeppelin up to like
mid-90s. I had Black Sabbath.
Yeah, Black Sabbath, Ozzy, Iron Maiden.
Yep.
Those fucking 80s greatest hits CDs, shit like that.
I also had like Hank Williams and Dolly Parton.
Oh, yeah, we had Hank Williams. I don't think we had Dolly Parton, but we had Hank Williams Jr. Anyway.
Waylon Jennings.
There's that Johnny Cash was in there. Toby Keith.
It was hardcore rock. And sad country.
There's one rap album in there, and it was LL Cool J, and it always fucking threw me off. But one day came where we ordered an iPod Shuffle, the ones you couldn't even see the fucking song, where you just had to
square.
Yeah, you had to hit next. That was
You
it.
had a pause, play, a back, and a forward button.
And it came preload. Actually, no. I had the iPod Shuffle first, but we got an actual iPod off of eBay. And again, keep in mind, all rock and roll up until now. I think I listened to one Eminem CD before this, the Slim Shady LP1. This iPod came preloaded with everything 50 Cent has made to that point. Blew my fucking mind. I remember being at my friend's house like, have you ever listened to this?
So wait,
Get Rich or Die Trying? Holy fuck.
are you telling me that little fucking iPod is the reason why our wedding playlist for our genre music
Had a lot of 50 Cent in it? Yes. Yes, it did. I enjoyed that shit so much. I got the fucking Get Rich or Die Trying video game for the PS Vita. The handheld attempt that PlayStation made. I remember sitting there going on field trips on the bus. I think one time going to Gettysburg or Gettysburg. I think sitting there playing like Get Rich or Die Trying.
A little white boy from Schuylkill County. I wonder what it's like to get shot 8 times and live.
9 times, first of all. But it was fucking just it blew my fucking mind. And then one friend who was like, "Oh, you like this? Here's some Tupac."
Oh boy.
And I was like, "Holy fuck, this is awesome!" And now I besides NF and maybe a few other people, I hate modern rap. Kendrick is great, other shit like that, but yeah, that's where things took off because it was 50 Cent and Eminem, and I started learning about like Jay-Z and who was the other? Snoop Dogg, Tupac, all that stuff started coming in. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you had such an obsession with 50 Cent. Even now, like you'll bring it up like a playlist for any party. You're like
50 Cent.
Gotta have 50 Cent in it. Like
Candy Shop.
If you were to be a rapper, you were like, yeah, I'd like to get shot up a bunch of times. I'd be MC Young Swiss Cheese. Check out all my holes.
If I was a rapper, I would say like Eminem, 50, and Kid Cudi would be like the 3 biggest influences.
Yeah.
Soundtrack to my, like the whole album where Soundtrack to My Man on the Moon was like, I had one friend, every time we go to Tony's to come back, we listen to the whole album.
See, mine was more of the, it was more like, T.I., Lil Wayne.
Oh, we had T.I. too. Well, not so much Lil Wayne, but a lot of T.I.
But I'm saying in Florida, and then you had your Plies, you had all these people that would
Flo Rida.
Yeah.
I mean, there was those major songs. Like
it was
that.
More like goon rap in Florida.
We had a lot of that up here too, but like me personally, like those were the ones I got into a lot. Mac Miller, because I mean he's from around here. I mean he's Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, whatnot. He was big because there's people here who knew him before, like he was still underground. So he had a big influence here. But yeah, I mean, everyone enjoyed Lil Wayne, especially that time period was Eminem, Lil Wayne, and Rihanna.
Oh yeah,
fucking peak.
And see, I remember like when there used to be the collabs, like Lil Wayne was on everything, Fat Joe was on everything, R. Kelly was singing fucking harmonizes and everything.
Oh yeah,
and it was just
Usher.
Yeah, Usher. You had T-Pain on everything.
Oh yeah, Lil Jon.
Everything. They were on every fucking soundtrack everywhere. Like someone come out with a song and then they'd remix it with a more badass version, and then
once T-Pain came out with auto-tune, it changed things, and it's like a shame because not enough people realize T-Pain has such a beautiful fucking voice.
His voice is an auto-tune. Like people don't realize that. Yes, he had auto-tune, but he really didn't need it.
No, he uses to enhance certain things
to make it sound more urban and edgy, just to be something different. But his voice is incredible. He does a lot of like.
He also makes a lot of music now that's just open source, anyone can use for like stuff like podcasts or gaming channels or whatnot. Because he just wants people like he's fucking rich and he knows it. He's like, I don't need anything more. Let me help others just get to
Here's some free shit.
Yeah, just take it. He's such a good person.
Yeah. But yeah,
They
so
see me rolling.
back to the original reason why we went on this musical rant here. Dropkick Murphys,
Oh my god, we went off the circle.
we
We're 20 minutes into this and we thought, oh my god, we need content.
no, so no, I think it was justified what you did. Do I think you went off and hauled off and hit this guy because you wanted to?
If I cocked back and did it, yes. But I didn't. It was like, oh, he's here. Boom. Get him.
Like, you were in the heat of the moment saying, oh, good revenge, but in a tasteful
He was also
mosh pit
in the
way.
moshing area. So he was there. So it's
not
okay.
like you hauled off and saw this guy and was like, I'm gonna take a cheap shot. It was more so we're in the moment. Hey, I remember this guy. He was a prick. If he get hit, he get hit. But you kind of took the advantage of the mosh.
It was such a good time though. Like just going in a circle to like Rose Tattoo. Oh my god. Because like this is how awesome this band is. Before that, they played that song Rose Tattoo. They said, "Hey, I love you guys are enjoying this time.
Mm-hmm.
Please do not crowd surf for this next couple songs. The security's doing an amazing job catching y'all's asses. Let them turn around and enjoy the show too for a little bit." And everyone like stopped. They're like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it." At one point he stopped it because he just saw someone was hurt. I mean, it was someone fell, they got back up, but like you can just tell what kind of people these are, and it just because there's so many bands out there, they get big and they don't give a fuck anymore. They see the money. Dropkick Murphys, and this is one of the reasons I love them, besides their music, just stay true to themselves.
Yeah. Another thing is that now that everybody records things at concerts anymore. So if someone gets hurt and they see that the artist isn't stopping, I've seen this a lot on TikTok to where someone got hurt and the artist didn't stop or didn't do anything on stage and people are ridiculing them or giving them heat over it. A lot of times, people do stop because you see it more often now that people are trying to do things, especially crowd surfing. It's not for everybody.
Oh no.
Mosh pitting, it's not for everybody.
I can mosh, I cannot surf.
I wouldn't surf because people are inappropriate.
Oh yeah, even accidentally. Like I remember seeing at the used.
Yeah, people were accidentally groping people or grabbing people inappropriately. But some people were doing it on purpose, and some people were just like trying to like protect their own head and just putting their hands up. I just couldn't. I can't do it just because call it trauma. But I don't have that faith in a lot of people to trust with my secrets, let alone my body weight.
I just don't like not being on the ground. That's my thing. Like lower 20s, Anthony could crowd surf. I never did, but could.
Blackout Rosie, maybe, but Rosie doesn't get blacked out anymore. Because last time I got blacked out, I made a baby.
You've been blacked out since.
Oh, I'm talking about blacked out.
Oh yeah.
It takes St. Patrick's Day Rosie to crowd surf.
No, we're not doing that.
Like because with everything going on with my health, I don't see myself getting to the point where I need to be completely. I don't remember shit. No, I did what? Again.
I'm kind of like, I mean, a couple weeks birthday party. I know I'm gonna forget a lot of things if that song goes down.
You're blacked out for your birthday party, and you know it.
Yeah, I know.
It is your 30th birthday party. This is like kind of like speaking of a drop kick, you're shipping off to Boston. You were leaving your 20s behind. You are taking this next chapter.
It's like my last good hurrah.
Yes.
Because like any parties after this is just, we would just want to have people over and have fun.
They're gonna be smaller groups, more intimate get-togethers. Not even parties, just more intimate get-togethers. I mean,
birthday parties after this, all I'd care for is like break out the boards. What's the game? Cornhole boards. And put some things out there. Put horseshoes out in the back. Have coolers of beer and just have fun. Yeah.
Nice relaxing summer party with a few people.
Stuff like that. Like
monument stuff. Like things that are milestone-ish. Like if,
I'll go finish I'll look at my bachelor's degree.
no, I'm talking like if there was ever a day we ever get you that nip tuck vasectomy, or if, in a few years, oh, I'm gonna choke on something. In a few years, I'll be 40, and then
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a party.
and then when it's your turn to turn 40, that'd be a big party.
Oof.
Like, I think we should do decade birthday parties outside of the kids. We should celebrate in a way that is going to be more special, because doing parties all the time it's fun. It's exhausting.
It is getting everything set up. The night itself, the morning after.
Oh yeah, the cleanup after, in the morning after, is always a rough one. But it's your 30th, and we're gonna be flashing back to 1995. I cannot wait. But we're gonna have more on Anthony's party. We'll probably do an episode either the week of, and then
sometime after.
Well, and then sometime after for the review.
See, it'd be cool to get, like, throughout the night, just little recordings from people.
Yeah, if we can remember that.
I doubt it. If we put a little placard somewhere, we can do something.
Yeah, maybe. Or quotes, like a journalist.
Yeah,
just get random quotes from people, and then we can read them on the podcast.
Yeah, that'd be great. I like, or just to have that memory of not remembering that.
Well, I got you that Christmas present, the beer pong board. Yeah. What if we have people just write random quotes with their names on it with the Sharpie markers?
Yeah.
Or just like make a thing to where it says write a random quote and put your name here.
We can do something like that, yeah.
That'd be cool. And that way we can read them on here and just kind of sum up how the birthday party was.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
More so it's going to be like, I'm fucking trashed, or I'm fucking wasted, or...
Well, just through the night, just like get
I'm
people
completely elevated.
One way to put it. But like, speaking of being responsible, like, bringing this up because I noticed, like, last year's St. Patty's Day episode, I've began some listens recently, probably because it just happened. This was probably our most calm, sober St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot going on outside of the day, but...
I no longer get drunk on St. Patrick's Day.
No, we should not. But even so, I had, like, a beer and a whiskey.
Yeah, we really didn't have anything at all.
It probably helps that I worked all day.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm fucking tired.
And I haven't been feeling the best.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, the food was delicious, though.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. We had the halushki, we had corned beef and cabbage, and as Anthony would fight anybody on it, pigeons.
Yes, pigeons. If you are a Polak, please do send in what you describe a meal where it's cabbage with meat stuffed inside of it, which I will take cabbage roll as an answer.
Cabbage roll. For me, as somebody who is a Floridian and grew up in the South, pigs in a blanket is a hot dog wrapped in a pastry.
Yeah, that's the same thing up here.
I've met people who said different. They would say that the pigs in a blanket is a cabbage roll.
Yeah, but like, I grew up in a Polish household.
AKA Pidgeys.
I hear people who came from Poland and were like, pigeon.
There's another word for it. It starts with a K.
Yeah, well, there's an actual Polish word, like from Poland.
Or something.
Yeah, Galishki or something. That's actually from Poland. But like here in Pennsylvania, it's pigeon.
Yeah, but it translates to cabbage roll.
Yeah, that's the acceptable answer.
So anybody who's listening to this episode,
weigh in.
Kind of like comment underneath when we do the post. Comment underneath it and tell us what you think it is. I mean, I'd like to see the consensus of everybody weighing in on it. Because some people will say one thing. Everybody calls it something different. Like a Bellini. You call a Bellini
No, it's potato pancakes. That's what I grew up with. But I told you, I took the L on that one. You did show me, so like in Italian, it is a different drink, a drink or something.
Yeah, we literally went out to dinner tonight, and the Bellini was on the menu.
Yeah, and once I saw it, I'm like, okay, well, not saw it tonight, but
It's
when
basically
we first had this discussion,
it's basically like a peach tea but spiked.
yeah, I was like, okay, cool, okay, that's something different than what we call it. Believe is probably like a localized thing. Before I grew up for the potato pancake, but yeah,
But they're also called latkes.
oh yeah,
There's a bunch of different names for them, so it depends on what people call them. But speaking of food, we do have a very important announcement for everybody.
yeah. We joked about this how many fucking times over the past couple of years of recording. We actually have a sponsor.
We didn't get canceled. We got sponsored.
Yeah, somehow we got sponsored, and I very much appreciate these people. Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska. They have a plethora amount of flavors of beef jerky, seasonings, and a couple of marinades in there. But they are sponsoring us. Go check out their website. We posted it on our socials, at least on Facebook. Go on. The prices are incredible.
Yep.
And we're going to be doing a review. Now, I think if you go get like Jacklin's beef jerky, it's like 12, 13, 14 bucks.
That's on the cheaper side, but yeah.
Yeah. This here, it's $8.99.
Which is very, very, very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Especially with this day and age and beef jerky alone.
Exactly. And better, yeah, if you use the code REJECTS10, you get 10% off. REJECTS10. 10% off for beef jerky, marinades, seasonings. Go enjoy, and we very much appreciate them working with us and sponsoring this.
We want you to put their beef in your mouth. You have to put a reject spin on it. Again, we didn't get canceled. We got sponsored.
No, somehow we not get canceled, but we did get sponsored. So go check out their website. Everyone who has ordered already has very much enjoyed it. Again, great prices.
That goes across the board for any of the Swirly Production podcasts that you listen to, whether it is Distilled History, here at the Full Send Rejects, or Vile Whispers, or even Billy's Hey, Remember That? Rejects 10. I mean, the code's there for anybody and everybody, and we would love to hear the feedback, the reviews, and it just kind of help us and let us know what your favorite one is, because we're going to do a review and let you guys know what our favorites are.
And they have a flavor for everyone. So by all means, go check it out. Unless you're vegan.
Like Tinder.
Just like Tinder. And this is great because apparently Billy just went vegan or vegetarian.
Oh. He's going through the emotions.
Yeah, he's like, God damn it, I just went vegetarian. Sorry. Well, if you're vegetarian, this is not for you. Maybe suggest some leaf that can sponsor us, and you can throw that in. I don't know. But yeah, check them out. Use our code, REJECTS10 at checkout, and enjoy.
And we'll like Billy, we'll keep him posted on a vegan jerky.
But speaking of our podcast, there's not really much right now to update. I mean, I just made an episode that came out. But Billy's kind of on a hiatus on his. I mean, he's fucking busy. He just went to New Jersey.
I have a little bit of a snag on mine. Trying to put my health in front of everything else. It's been a roller coaster, but it is in the works.
If you listen to Distilled, I kind of explained it on there, where we've just honestly been really fucking busy, and there has been a few personal things going on, along with Cole has started baseball.
Yes.
And let's be real, we do this for fun.
Yes.
All right, bottom line, this is for fun. And I said it on Distilled, I'll say it here. Everything in this house comes first, and supporting Cole in his baseball journey is priority, especially when we both work a full 40 hours a week. It leaves less time to create stuff. But we do appreciate people who stay listening, are involved, all of that nonsense. But this is our priority in the end of the day. But on that note, we have some expansions coming up as well.
Yes, so we have very exciting projects that we are looking to move forward with.
So as we move forward with Swirly Productions, we have one and possibly two more projects coming up. First, great listener of ours, a longtime listener. She has yet to be a guest, but we're trying to figure out when to bring her on. Our one fan, Emily, I knew her since high school. She started making content, and we became into the works, where she will launch a podcast that really focuses on mental health, which I think is very important in this day and age.
Yes, so I think a lot of people, um, they either are very open with their mental health, or they need to hear that there is somebody out there who is feeling similar to them, and they need some kind of escape, whether or not they are a share or not. Sometimes people hide away their emotions, and they just want to know that what they're feeling is validated.
Exactly. And it's going to be a series of episodes where she sits down with people and kind of just discuss the stigmas of mental health, the struggles that they go through, and just how they overcome them, which, again, I feel is very important in this day and age. Whether we admit it or not, everyone goes through something.
It's a therapy session without the copay.
Actually, yeah, it's an nail on the head there. So we're looking forward to that. And then secondly, for anyone who has listened to this podcast or listened to previous projects that I've had, you have heard Dave on there as well. We started off, oh my God, when did I even start doing this shit? It was like 2 months before Russia invaded Ukraine. That's because like one of our last episodes was about, because remember we had a big episode about that. When we had the Drunken Forefathers, where it was me, Dave, and our friends Joe and Ship, just made a podcast where we kind of a similar structure as this. I mean, we made it 10 episodes before things didn't work out.
It's had a lot of people in a lot of different areas.
Yeah,
It's just hard to get everybody together.
Schedules just conflicted, especially because we were across 3 different time zones. I mean, you have me and Dave here in Pennsylvania, one in Arizona, one in California. And then me, Dave, and Billy, we made one podcast, but it was a fucking disaster. It was so bad. A lot of learning curves there, but we are brainstorming ideas for him to be a special guest on here, but also see if there's some kind of role or podcast he can create as well. And on that note, as he grows into this role with Billy, because, anyone who's listened, most episodes of Billy are remote, they might be able to do episodes for Full Send down there as well, do their own little episodes, along with possibly a different project.
A full send expansion pack.
Yeah, so there's a lot there. Plus, we have 2 recurring guests. We have the Cooney and Chris, who make their own things. They might be involved in the future. I don't want to speak too much of it because we haven't had, in-depth conversations yet.
I mean, they also have their own projects going on that they are working to make bigger and better.
But Swirly Productions is continuing to grow. And we appreciate everyone who has fucking supported this. It still blows my mind. It blows my mind we even have a sponsor. Or that people listen to this shit.
It blows my mind that we are on episode 104 of the Full Send Rejects. And with the fact that we are, 1, still making content that we haven't grown bored of yet. 2, haven't been canceled because we just say the most fucking outrageous things. And 3, we didn't have a fight and we didn't dismember the band.
We're actually about to enter, if not already, we're about to enter year 3 of doing this.
Which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
I know we're not putting out the volume we used to, but we are still here. We're still trying and we're still doing it. I mean, it's not just for us, it's for everybody else listening. You know, everybody loves to hear about other people's lives and the stupid shit that comes out of their mouths.
And there's still a lot of ideas we have. I mean, we have plans to bring the Sister Wives on.
Yes.
Do episodes there. Ween Roulette.
Yes. I want to start doing more, you know, but we're old. I'm an old fart, and you're climbing up there too. Maybe we have to get our 12-year-old to teach us how to TikTok.
Oh yeah,
Make
make some stuff there.
yes.
Let him run our TikTok account.
Yeah, just kind of like, you know, do some fun things on there and just make it more relatable to the younger audience.
Yeah, we're constantly brainstorming new ideas. I mean, we talked about, I think today or yesterday for Violet Whispers, how we did an episode with those missing people. Bring on more people like that to interview and like raise awareness, like use this platform that is...
People go missing every single day.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the people that are missing, it's about the loved ones who are waiting for them to come home.
And between our podcasts, we're in over 30 countries.
Yeah.
So I know this one's in about 20 some. I think you're in like 2. For some reason, I have like Indian listeners on my podcast for Distilled History. It's like, well, I have us, Great Britain, Russia, which caught on when I made that episode about the Finnish sniper who killed Russians. So I'm probably on a hit list somewhere. There's definitely an oligarch that does not like me. And then there's just listeners in India.
You're going to get canceled in a different way.
Oh my God. I'm going to get poisoned.
Oh, we just went to a restaurant owned by Russians tonight.
Oh, fuck, they attacked me.
Someone poisoned the water hole.
We did just watch a movie, though, with a lot of Russian involvement.
Yes, Anora. Anora was fantastic.
Is it Anora or Amora?
No, Anora.
Oh, Anora.
Like her name was Annie, but it was Anora.
I thought it was Amora.
No, it's Anora.
Son of a bitch.
You're gonna look it up to try to...
I am, but I'm gonna look myself like I'm a fucking idiot.
And I want you to say it loud and clear. I'm a fucking idiot.
I will proudly say, I am an idiot and I am proud. Because I know it. I definitely
my
know it.
wife is wrong. And my wife
is wrong.
No,
it's named Nora. No, you study yourself. You want me to say my wife is
never wrong.
You study. Now you're changing your story. So now we can't.
It's Anora.
Now we don't know the conclusion of the stuff.
What is it?
It's a movie.
It's a movie called
Anora. So my wife was wrong. Like she wanted me to say.
I'm going to say never wrong. My brain skips sometimes.
It's okay. You're just a broken record player.
I'm a glitch.
But the movie was really good.
It was. I mean, it's not appropriate.
Don't watch it with kids. The first half of the movie is a porno.
It pretty much is nonstop smoking, fucking, a lot of drug content, a lot of nudity. So it's not appropriate for family night. So if you're looking to sit on the couch and watch a flick with the
watch
kids,
Wild Robot instead.
Wild Robot instead.
That's a fucking great movie.
Yes, it was. But that was not. It's not a kid-friendly movie.
I think like the second half, like, I'm not going to spoil anything. But what? Because it's almost, I want to say, because it's in the trailer, you see, they get married, and then his family finds out, and shit after that just hits the fan. It goes from like this, because we all seen movies where like it's two younger people, they're just not thinking of the consequences, they're doing stupid shit, they're partying, drugs, drinking, stuff like that. And then later, shit goes sideways. Look at The Hangover.
Yeah. Perfect
example. Project X, perfect example.
Oh God, that movie gives me anxiety.
I love that movie so much. Oh my God.
I remember the first time I watched it.
You were like, you were shaking.
I was having the most panic attacks.
I love that movie so much.
Because it's just a bunch of fucking kids doing some stupid shit. And I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't never like this.
And there's me. I was a fucking menace.
But I'm like sitting there thinking like, oh my God, is this going to be our kids? We can keep them away from pools.
And yet we go somewhere all the time during the summer with a pool.
Yeah, but to fucking drive a car to a pool?
Classic.
Oh my God.
Classic.
No. The whole entire movie just
jumps off the roof into a bounce house, breaks the finger.
We should put that on. We should put that on after this.
You want to watch Project X?
What's some anxiety? What's some like heart palpitations before bed?
Is this all on Netflix?
it keeps the blood flowing, keeps me alive.
I mean, it's on Netflix. I have the DVD.
Oh God, no.
Oh, it's on or anything. Yeah, I'll have to break the DVD. It's on Hoopla.
Hoopla.
I don't know what the fuck Hoopla is, but it's on there.
But yeah, I think our next movie is going to be
The Gorge.
The Gorge.
Oh, but before we get that far, we the second half of the movie though, it's like, what did I say? It was like the Equalizer plus the hangover, the thing after the hangover. It was just insane. And what I love about the movie is it seems like a plot that like would probably happen. And Sean Baker, the director, actually said, "Yeah, this is influenced by like events that I'm aware of." Because like he knew a couple of Russian marriages that happened in America, stuff like this. So he kind of,
it was some young spoiled brat who had mommy, daddy money, who didn't want to actually work, and he's like, "Yeah, let me marry this hooker."
she was a stripper.
She was an escort.
Yeah, exactly.
For a green card marriage, so he could stay in the United States and do a bunch of drugs.
Oh and such a piece of shit.
Yeah, and then
that part where she's like, "You're a pussy."
It was such a good movie.
It was.
Like, this whole entire time you're rooting for the two of them, and then you realize what a piece of shit the little fucking spoiled ass kid is.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you know what?
This girl is the fucking bomb.
Yeah. It was a good movie. 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
No plot. Very predictable.
The best,
still good.
The best subplot though is the one guy just fading out of consciousness. I'm not gonna say what happened, why, because I don't want to ruin it.
There's one character,
but just
like he's just
puking in the car.
You just have to laugh at him. He's just so fucking stupid.
Because like he seems real. Like he's just going on like, she's crazy. She's an animal.
The whole each part of the movie there's a fucked up part for each character.
It just seems like
the main
guy. You could see each one of these characters legitimately being like that in this situation.
Yeah, like the fucking, what was his name, Taurus, who fucking just left a baptism to go deal with this fucking spoiled brat.
Like, if you go watch other similar movies, like, I don't know, like Taken, no one's sitting there phone like, I have a certain set of skills. That's obviously a fucking action movie.
Yeah.
But the lines that come in, like, those are real, like, authentic lines.
These are not, it's not an action movie.
No, it's not.
It is a drama. It is a comedian like type movie. It is.
I wouldn't say comedic. It's just like
it was funny.
It's funny as in like they react like how a normal person would.
Yeah, it was just raw humor.
Yeah,
and just what's her name? Mickey Madison. She did fantastic.
Oh, the actress.
Yes.
Well, because she was in Scream and
she was in
Once Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
she played Sharon Tate.
She was so fucking good, and you know what? She did win the Oscar for that.
Did she?
Yeah.
Look, I forget.
Yeah, she did. Because they won like so many awards for this movie. That's what was the reason we're like, hey.
Oh, it's so good. When you know it's a good movie when it's an independent film.
Yeah.
That wins this shit because you know it's gonna be good directing, good editing, everything. Everything had to be sublime.
Yeah. So The Gorge is on our list, and The Complete Unknown is on our list.
Complete Unknown. I want to see the one with Brody.
Yes, the Brutalist.
And the Conclave. I want to see that too.
The good thing about, we started to watch all these like award shows just for you to be a complete bitch.
I am a complete bitch to these people.
And judge people's outfits, and then it turned into us actually.
Holy fuck, these are good movies.
Holy fuck, maybe we should watch some of these movies. Like Wicked was amazing.
Oh my god, I was talking about at work the other day. Like, just her voice was just.
Yeah, and you were like, everything's so like, oh, it's a girl movie. Oh, you have to like musicals. You really don't.
I don't like musicals, which is weird because I like movies and I like music so much. But like, holy fuck.
It was so good. And it wasn't like just like a complete musical. It was necessary.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
Just how she belted at the end. Oh my god.
Yes. Yes. Complete power. But yeah, we started doing this for fucking shits and giggles because you were on the couch one night with a glass of wine. Oh my god. Look at this outfit.
Yeah, it was just on.
It looks ridiculous. And you were just, yeah, it was just on.
You know,
We've never watched an award show up until last year.
next year we'll just live stream the fucking
Yeah,
awards, and I'll just sit there with a bottle of wine
just look at
and
everybody's
just rate them
names.
live rates.
Just start looking at people's names and then be like 10 at like just start rating them. Their outfit, their interviews, and whether or not you just like watch the movies that are nominated beforehand, so we have more of a fuck yeah.
An idea.
Because like when we watch certain shows like it
The
obviously
Penguin.
like
Penguin's
Penguin.
huge.
We were rooting for Penguin the whole entire time, but Shogun was winning everything, and we're like, what the fuck is Shogun?
Yes.
But watch it and be like, yeah, it deserved every fucking award it won. So like we have to start looking at which shows and which movies are in the category so we can watch them
Just
ahead of
binge
time.
them.
Binge watch them before the award shows. Which they're like at the beginning of the year. So we had to like just watch all of them in the fall.
Yeah.
Just to be complete bitches with a glass of wine, judging outfits and deciding on whether or not these acting
Too much cleavage, whore.
whether or not the acting was good enough to win.
Yeah. It's funny. Which award show? I think it was the SAG Awards. Like everyone just didn't give a fuck, and the Shogun won, and they're like crying, like, "This is the best thing ever. We're so appreciative." People are like, "Yeah, I just like 2 shots. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys." That was the best award show.
Oh god, it was so funny. Even like the music ones, we listened to enough music where we knew all.
Yeah, the Grammys.
Yeah, the Grammys. We want like when we watched those, we knew a lot of the songs because we listened to a lot of music. But with the movies and the shows, we have to like really step up our game.
Yeah. Like last year's award, not the one that's happened, the one before that. Really, the only movie we saw was Oppenheimer.
Yeah, and it was after that we started watching the other ones like Poor Things and
Yeah.
everything else, and but we were rooting so hard for Oppenheimer because we loved it.
Such a good movie.
But after we saw Poor Things, you're like, holy fuck, that they won all those awards and it was worth it. So we kind of like we need to do our research for next year, be more prepared.
Yeah, like when that list comes out, just start watching all the shows.
You're about to hear Anthony be the most stingiest and judgiest bitch of all.
Oh, listen, equal opportunity right here. All right. I don't care who the fuck, because this year, who had some like Anna De Armas had a great outfit. That one gay black guy, he always fucking dresses. I forget his name. All fucking good. Selena Gomez, appreciate you.
It's just got some boobies.
Well, listen. Shush.
She's like, oh, she lost all that weight. Their boobies are still there.
They're just. Shout out to Pam Anderson for keeping it real.
Yeah.
Oh, what else?
I don't know. I mean, it's in a world, but
It's been like a festive past week since 2 weeks we had an episode. I mean, we just keep busy.
yeah. I mean, a lot's been going on. I mean, Rejects 10, go buy some beef jerky.
Rejects 10, yeah. The only thing, there's fucking March Madness, but nobody cares about that here but me.
Oh, God, you are so crazy with that.
Most of the country is okay. Listen, you gotta think, March Madness, for like sports fans, is like that midpoint between Super Bowl and like the next, like all the like NBA, NHL playoffs, and it'll be opening day.
MLB opening day. I'm so psyched.
Oh yeah, for that, yeah. Because like between, like for me, I end Super Bowl, and I'll watch like a couple basketball, hockey games here and there, depending on how my teams are doing, which not great this year. But then March Madness hits, and it's so fucking fun because everyone's trying their hardest. You have teams who should not do a fucking thing. Like last year, there was a team called St. Peter's. It was like 3,000 people went to the college, and yet they were kicking ass to the tournament. There's always a Cinderella team that just comes out of nowhere. Like I think right now the best team of a low rank is Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas. And then because it ends in April.
And your boy Brazil.
Fuck yeah. Damn straight. Although I think they lost today. Did they lose?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I think they put No, I think he plays for Arkansas.
Yeah, he does play with
Yeah, because this ends in like mid-April, and then you have hockey playoffs, NBA playoffs, and then there's opening day of baseball.
See, for me, I love I love sports, but basketball is a sport you have to attend live
Oh, I
to
agree.
to thoroughly enjoy it. Hockey is fun to watch on TV, but again, it is so much better to be at a hockey game.
Oh yeah, like the thing for me, like college basketball, it's like NBA takes a lot longer. College basketball, you have two 20-minute halves. That's it. So it's like it's methadone for heroin addicts in the sports world. Because then after opening day, you have the NFL draft,
Yeah.
which gets that fixing. Now we got some things moving on, and then you have summer full of baseball, and then the fall hits. You have football starting again, and it'll be playoffs. It's oh my god, I love sports.
Well, what for me, it's opening day. There's nothing like watching
That first
baseball
pitch,
and your first kickoff in football.
yeah,
I'm not belittling the other sports, but for me, like football and baseball are the sports that you can't wait for. Like the end of the month, like opening day it's just it's going to get real.
yeah.
And especially I think I love watching Steelers football with you. I love watching us celebrate and then get frustrated at the same time. But there's something about our two different baseball teams and the rivalry
Well,
between
there's something that it keeps your relationship here fresh.
it does, because then we shit talk each other, and but at the same time we support each other's teams,
No, we should
especially.
talk each other and tell you, like, you realize you're talking shit on the Pirates, right? Like, there's no win here.
Well, that's why.
You look kind of sad. I tell the same thing to Billy. You're talking shit on the Pirates. This is kind of pathetic of you. Get better.
No, you have good players on your team. I mean, you have Paul Skeens, you have Andrew McCutcheon, you have the
Here's the
cruise
thing.
missile.
McCutcheon, I love him, but he's not who he used to be.
No, he's old. He's like fucking. He's like Sid the kid.
We
He's old.
oh we have the cruise missile, but outside of that, I mean, Brian Reynolds is still there. Paul Skeens, oh my god, he is gonna be the greatest fucking team in baseball.
But you guys have weapons, is what I'm saying. Just because you have weapons, every team is gonna have those players. Like, ugh, you know what I mean? There's gonna be players on the team.
Do I know what it's like being a Pirates fan?
It's disappointing.
So we're coming to this year being top about. We'll probably have some of the three best starting rotation in baseball. Skings, Jared Jones, and Mitch Keller. Jared Jones might be out for 2 months.
Yeah.
He tore a muscle or something. Now there's a rookie that's supposed to come up that's also a pitcher that might be fucking killing as well. So Godspeed.
But with the Pirates, you know to expect nothing.
And I'm still hurt. I'm still hurt. But like, I'm taking a new approach this year. I'm going to watch Skane's pitch. I'm going to enjoy those games. And the other days, you know what? I'm going to be a fan of baseball.
Well, yeah, be a fan of baseball. But no, I love. I don't know what it is, but there's something about, especially like a weekend game where we could sit here, we could eat glizzies and have a few cold ones and watch the game and just enjoy our weekend. It makes you feel so American.
It does. There's 3 sporting events that make you feel American: Super Bowl, opening day of baseball, and watching fighter jets fly over at NASCAR.
I knew you were going through that.
That's it right there. Those are the 3 things that just, whatever, Republican, Democrat, Independent, you see that and you're like, fuck, I love this country.
Yeah, there's certain things that just say,
because I'm proud to be an American.
I mean, there's just certain things that scream America. But yeah, that definitely, baseball is definitely one of those things. It's America's pastime. But yeah, can't wait.
Oh, so is there anything else now this time?
Rejects 10. Go buy
Rejects 10. Go buy some jerky or spices or marinade.
We will put, again, the link attached to every episode, right? We're going to attach it to every episode. So if you don't know where to find it, we will make sure to attach it, tag it. We'll shout them out. Please buy some beef jerky. Let us know how you like it. Let us know what your favorite flavors are. And once we start getting some really once we start rolling in them sales, we'll put a poll out and see what's the best flavor out there, and then we'll compare it to our favorite flavors.
And if anyone else wants to sponsor us,
we'll go
send a message.
Oh, yeah.
Come here, little sponsors.
I've been trying to get a bacon sponsor for fucking years.
Well, this is close.
Yeah. Beef jerky. I mean, Oscar Mayer, if you're listening.
Well, then I think that might wrap it up for us.
Yeah.
We appreciate everyone for listening to us. Just bullshit for this whole hour. Close to an hour after I edit this. We, check out our podcast. What?
We didn't talk about Crackhead Island.
Well, there has many. The TBS, CBS, they'll shut me down. Yeah. So, yeah.
We'll throw one bag of beef jerky at Crackhead Island.
That's where we'll go. Here you go, peasants.
Anywho.
Oh my god, Crackhead Island. There's Orphan Island too.
Oh.
What? Whoever wins gets a family. Oh, orphans versus crackheads.
1.
No, like 10 versus 10. Like, just there's some variety in there now.
But like cute, cuddly orphans or orphans that been through some shit. Because I feel you have to like equal odds.
Yeah. We'll get like 5 who like just went through like a tragic thing, like they're just there, and 5 who are like they're in inner city orphans.
Rejects 10 before we get canceled.
Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Toronto, I don't know, Phoenix, Milwaukee.
All right.
So that's probably going up there. But yeah, if you're an orphan from one of these places, hit us up. We might get something to work out for you.
You want to fight a crackhead?
Please don't. We understand this is a very vital problem in America. But yeah, if you're an orphan, fucking send it.
You full fucking send it.
Or else, all the other listeners, till next time, full send.
Full send.